Dan the Natural Man Show. Hello everybody, it's Saturday. The rain is coming down where I'm at. It's just steady pour. One of those days where it just rains all day. It's kind of depressing because I like to go out on Saturdays when it's good weather and ride my bicycle. I really dig that because you know how I tell you guys, if you find the type of exercise that you enjoy doing, it's fun, you want to go do it, you look forward to it, you know, like riding your bike or whatever. So today I want to talk about how to eat out when you're whole food plant-based. This can be tricky at first, and a lot of people, I think, when they're trying to make the decision on going to a whole food plant-based diet to lose weight and heal their bodies, they worry about, are they ever going to get to go out again with their friends and this and that and the other. And always remember, your brain is a liar. Your brain's always lying to you. I don't know why it's that way, but it is. Especially when we have decided to make drastic positive changes in our life, then your brain will start telling you a bunch of lies and trying to stop you. You just have to ignore it and move on. So eating out, of course, some types of restaurants are going to be easier to eat out at than other types of restaurants. So let's start, okay, your friends want to go to the steakhouse, right? And you think there's no way you can find plant-based options at a steakhouse. Yes, you can. I don't like to do it because the options there, they're still expensive for what you're getting, right? Okay, but you can still do it. Say your friends just want to go to a steakhouse. So you go to the steakhouse, you can get baked potatoes, say no butter, no sour cream, ask for a side of beans, a side of salsa, a side of corn. You can also get a sweet potato at a steakhouse, no butter. You can even add the sugar and cinnamon to it. Excuse me. Other things in steakhouse, they do have salads. You know, salads, you can order salads with no meat, or get the lowest fat dressing. Maybe they have honey mustard or an Italian or vinaigrette, something like that. Now look, this is all top of my head. I haven't eaten at a steakhouse in years since I went plant-based. There's options. Some steakhouses even have a cauliflower steak, and I have heard from people, depending on the steakhouse, that it is delicious. Of course, you could get broccoli. They usually have vegetables. So yeah, steakhouse is still doable. And remember, when we're trying to get our best health, our leanest weight, we want to do no oil. At restaurants, you can ask for no oil. And I've had different experiences over the years. When I ask for no oil, sometimes it seems like they don't use it. Sometimes there's still a little bit of oil. So it's not perfection. I mean, of course, this is at the beginning of the video. If you want to get the purest plant-based diet, and possible, you really need to make your stuff at home. But the real world is you still want to go out and all these things. So the next type of restaurant that I really love is easy are Chinese restaurants. I have one locally here. Always order the steamed vegetables and tofu dish. And I'll add duck sauce and sweet chili sauce to it. A little salt. And it's delicious. It comes with tofu, broccoli, carrots. Water chestnuts. Those little pieces of corn. Green beans, things like that. And of course there's a lot of plant-based options at a Chinese place. All of them aren't real free, but you know, most Chinese restaurants you can get tofu on all their menu selections. You can also get edamame for a lot of places that you just shell it. It's got the soybeans. And some places you're lucky enough actually have spring rolls that are wrapped in rice paper and just have vegetables and tofu. Those are really low fat. And they're got a lot of raw food in them. The next type of restaurant that I love too, Indian restaurant. Indian restaurants easy to get, whole food plant-based. So some of the options: Bombay potato, chana masala, yum, I love chana masala. Dal, savory dried lentils. Let's see, spinach and potato curry. lentil stew, veggie curry, veggie samosa. Some of these things are going to have oil, so you just have to know that if it's one of those days where if you're going out to eat, it's usually a special occasion, or it should be a special occasion if you're really concerned about your health, because eating out is not the healthiest thing. But I'm talking about when you want to get with your friends, your family, celebrate things. You can go to a place like an Indian place. If you're trying to eat out and still stay really healthy, and it's going to be really, you have to be picky again, like getting the steamed vegetables and tofu and the white rice, things like that. So there's a difference there. You can eat out really clean, or you can eat out where you're going to get a little more fat and salt. Okay. Italian restaurants, another option. And look, I try to help as many people as I can as a health coach, especially a plant-based health coach. A lot of people cannot tolerate gluten, whether they know it or not. I don't eat gluten because I've seen the science on it, and I have friends that had to give up gluten to get over their chronic health problems. But the way I teach is, okay, if you want to go whole food plant-based, this is new to you, I don't say give up wheat at first, because that could be, it makes it even harder at first when you're learning, okay? But you'll understand, and you can listen to your own body to see if gluten affects you. But I can assure you, even if you don't feel symptoms, gluten is not good for the body because it causes inflammation. It's really hard for the body to break down. So I do recommend gluten-free. But at first, if you think that's a deal breaker, you won't go plant-based if you can't have gluten, then I would say, okay, go plant-based with your gluten, okay, at first. But you may find over the months and years it's easier for you to give up the gluten. There's also some really good gluten-free options on the market now, so. And that's why I'm talking about Italian restaurants, because I'm thinking Italian restaurants going to have a lot of gluten. They're going to have a lot of bread with wheat, a lot of noodles with wheat. But some places, and I know Olive Garden has gluten-free noodles. So the list says grilled eggplant with marinara sauce. That's a good option. Grilled or steamed vegetables, minestrone soup. It says whole grain pasta if possible, but if you're watching your gluten, see if they have gluten-free pasta. Veggie pizza, no cheese or oil. Ask if you can get your favorite veggies, whole wheat crust. And if you're doing the gluten-free option, Mellow Mushroom does have a gluten-free plant-based pizza. You can get cheese or no cheese on it. They do have plant-based cheese, which is still not good for you. No cheese is good for you, unfortunately, at this point. I don't know if they ever come up with a cheese that is low-fat and everything. Okay, next type of restaurant, Japanese restaurant. That's another good option. They almost always have vegetables, rice, and tofu again. You can get the brown rice, vegetarian sushi, udon or soba noodles, seaweed salad, miso soup. There's other options too. You can just look at the menu there. If you're really, really serious about this lifestyle, you really want to stick to it, you can even call ahead. If you have that kind of foresight and discipline, you can call ahead and speak to them and say, this is how you need your food prepared and your whole food plant-based and what that means. Mexican restaurants are a good option, but you really have to pay attention to the oil. All of them have vegetarian fajitas, but man, I've never been to a Mexican place that did not drown your vegetables in oil at these places. So you ask for no oil. There's actually a new Mexican place by me, and we have trained them to make our vegetarian fajitas with no oil, and they are happy to do it. And they really do. They steam the vegetables in a skillet with water, or they saute them. And the tortillas, they don't cook them in butter. So a lot of places will work with you. Other things that Mexican, what does it say? Vegetarian chili. I've never seen vegetarian chili anywhere around my area. Bean and vegetable-based soups, beans, rice, veggie burritos, no cheese, no sour cream. Yeah, you can always get beans and rice in a salad at a Mexican place. Guacamole is really good. You just have to watch it for the fat, especially if you're in a weight loss phase, because it will keep weight on you or prevent you, slow down your weight loss, because guacamole is full of fat. Avocados have a lot of fat. High fat equals high calories, so just watch that. Middle Eastern restaurants. I don't have any of those around here, but it says hummus. Hummus and baba ganoush and fresh veggies. Grape leaf stuffed with rice. Tomato and herb salad. Yeah, I've eaten at a Middle Eastern place over in Birmingham. What was it called? Anyway, they did have a really good plant-based plate. All those foods. Thai restaurant, yes. Thai restaurants are more likely to find the fresh veggie spring rolls. They're rolled in rice paper, and it's fresh vegetables and tofu, and they have a dipping sauce. They're really good, really healthy. It's one of my favorite things to eat out on. Veggie pad thai. There's a new place by us there that we're getting pad thai from with tofu. We tell them to go light on the oil, and the noodles made of rice, and it is delicious. Okay. They also have steamed vegetable vegetable dishes at the Thai places. Vegetable curries. Now you have to know the curries. A lot of times the curries are made with coconut milk, so it will have a good bit of fat in it. Just for your info, if you're trying to lose weight. And key takeaways from this final tips for whole food plant-based dining out. You don't have to go to a whole food restaurant to eat whole foods when you go out. Look at the menu online ahead of time if you can, so you get a good idea of what they offer. Look for steamed, baked, and grilled veggie dishes. Good idea. And ask about oil and any hidden animal products. Be super nice to your server. Sometimes it can be awkward to explain our dietary preference, but a good attitude goes a long way. Yes, excellent. And I would add some things here. If you're not giving up gluten, Subway. Okay, Subway. Now Subway, you know, they use chemicals and stuff that I wouldn't recommend. But also understand how at the beginning of your journey, when you go plant-based, it's kind of, you have to work through, there's a lot of kinks you have to work out. So yes, Subway, get the low-fat bread. You ask about what breads have the lowest fat and which ones are plant-based or vegan. The veggie sub's really good. You get the veggie sub with vinegar, salt and pepper, you know, no oil of course. You also can get a salad at Subway. Let's go even deeper here. Some of the fast food joints, which I don't recommend for most people that are advanced, because fast food uses a lot of chemicals too, but Wendy's has a baked potato. You can ask just plain baked potato. Let's see, they have salads. Let's see who else. Well, some other places. Burger King actually has it's not health food, but they have the Beyond Meat Whopper now. A lot of people say that's good, but that's a lot of gluten and chemicals. But we're talking about people that are transitioning. And I don't want to make it so hard on somebody that they give up. You see, in time you'll learn. Let's see, because I've done a lot here. Of course, Smoothie King's a good place. They have a lot of good plant-based smoothies. Taco Bell. I mean, there's a lot of chemicals and stuff in those food, but they do have a lot of plant-based options. Del Taco is the same. Chipotle. Chipotle is a good place. Chipotle, they have plant-based bowls you can get, and plant-based burritos. Moe's, they also have plant-based bowls, plant-based burritos. Any kind of burrito shop, should be able to find plant-based options. Also, a last tip here today. Wherever you live or wherever you're at, you can use the Happy Cow website. Just punch in Happy Cow on Google and they'll tell you all your vegan and plant-based options around your town or wherever you're at. So that's how you eat out plant-based. But if you want the quickest, fastest results, I would say eat at home as much as you can, make your own meals. But yes, I want you to be prepared for any challenge. If you liked this video, please like it and share it. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out my page, DanTheNaturalMan.com. And remember, until next time, keep it natural.